If you haven't already tried it, Clips is a super simple video recording and editing app designed to work with iPads and iPhones. Because it's already designed by Apple, it is free and it works brilliantly within the Okaloosa County School District devices. It's a great app to record lessons for your students and for your students to use in their projects. Today I'm going to show you how to get the app on your teacher or student device and how to use the app. And at the end, I'll even show you how to avoid the limit on our Wi-Fi when you want to share your creations. Let's get started. You'll see on my screen that I have the Clips app. It's from Apple and it looks like a little movie camera. So to get the app in our school district, you have to remember that neither teacher nor student devices have an app store. Instead, you'll need to put in an app request from the mobile support icon in your ClassLink. You can do this either from your iPad or from your teacher laptop. I'm going to show you how to do this from my laptop. Okay, let's start on the laptop inside of ClassLink. I'm going to search for the mobile app icon. Type in mobile learning. You'll see it comes up, and if you click the name, it will take you to the mobile learning icon in ClassLink. This is the mobile support page, and you're going to look for the icon that says App Request. Tapping on this button opens up your window that you need to fill in the information to get the app on your devices. I'll put in my contact email. I'll put in the name of the app. In this case, the name of the app is Clips. And the developer, as I said before, is Apple. The app type is free. If you click the drop down, it gives you a choice of free or paid, but we're going to select free. And now in the Install On box, I need to put the ID number for every iPad or device that I want to have this app installed in. Now let's see where to find the ID number for a device. If you haven't already created an ID list for your students, you'll want to create one. It makes getting the new apps or any service super easy. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to choose my settings icon. I'm going to go to General. I'm going to go to About, and I'm going to look at the top line where it says Name. The number in Okaloosa County will start with a C and it'll have an A in it. So in this case, it's C9012A00075. I'm going to type that into my app request. Now I've completely filled out my app request. I'll click the button at the bottom that says Create Request. Notice I get a page come up that tells me the ticket number of my request, and I'll be able to check the ticket status at any time. This page will be emailed to you, so you can find it in your Outlook email and come back at any time to check on the progress of getting the app added to your device. Usually, requests will take between 3 and 5 business days to show up on your device. Now that we have the app added, let's go back and learn how to use it. Now let's learn how to use the app. Find the icon that looks like a movie camera. When you open it, the camera on the back side of the machine is going to be showing what we're looking at. Let's look at the different icons within the app. Starting at the top left side, you'll see a stack of papers or file folders, and this is your project button. When you tap that button, it's going to open up a screen that shows all of the projects that you've created and a plus sign to show new projects. I'm going to tap the plus sign, and I've started a new project. Now, when we move across the top of the page, you'll see this rectangles within a rectangle, and this is your aspect ratio. It's set on 4:3, and that's what old TVs, the TV ratio used to be. You'll probably want to change it to a 16.9. There is also a music icon at the top right, and we're going to use that at the end of our video. This will allow you to select music from if you've downloaded it or anything that's added from Apple. There's a whole slew of soundtracks that we can pick, and we'll do that at the end. Then you have the screenshot button. This will take a photo of whatever your camera is aiming at. And then we have a selfie button if you want to turn it around and use the camera on the front of the screen to take a picture of yourself. There's the record screen button that will allow you to record your voice over anything that you have on the screen, or take a video of whatever the camera is aiming at. The next button is your special features button, and when you tap on that, you'll see that another window pops up, and it's going to give you 5 different icons to choose from. A filter button. Notice that it will change the look of whatever your screen is aiming at, and apply different landscape filters, including some really strange ones. There's also another one called Live Titles. So while you're talking or recording, as you speak, it will record the text. So this one will show up as like a headline at the bottom. This one, you can speak while adding the text shows up at the bottom. This one shows up in the middle. This one has a white background showing up in the middle. Little captions at the bottom. So you can scroll through and select one that seems to make the best sense for the video you're recording. There's a lot of them. The next button looks like 2 letters, and this will allow you to add little text messages inside of whatever you're recording, almost like speech bubbles. You can type inside. So I'm going to type. I'll edit. Hello. I'm going to delete that. The next choice allows you to add animated stickers. They can get very creative in here. And the last one lets you add in emojis, common emojis that everybody sees. So that's your special sticker button. And then the button below that is your photo button. Photo button is going to allow you to add photos from your photo library or posters that you create on the screen. At the bottom of the page, you will see this play button that will play through each segment of your video, and then over on the right-hand side, you'll see the share button. And those are the icons that we have inside of Clips. Now let me show you how to use the Clips app in a project called My Favorite Things. I've written the words My Favorite Things on a piece of paper. I can set it down here, prop it up, take a picture of it. So we're going to show you how to make a title page and get started on that. So I can use the photo button and just take a picture. There it is. Or I can go ahead and make a video and speak over top of it. You'll notice that I have the red record button, and that's what allows me to do that. My Favorite Things by Liz Bears. So I can play it. It's now down here in the video bar. My Favorite Things by Liz Bears. Or I could do something different. Maybe I'd like something that doesn't look so handwritten. Instead, I'll use the photo button down here at the bottom. And I want to do a poster. I'll choose a poster, tap on the text, and create my title. Then I'll record for the amount of time that I want to see this particular screen. My Favorite Things by Liz Bears. Now I have both of them to choose from. My Favorite Things by Liz Bears. My Favorite Things by Liz Bears. So if I don't like the handwritten one, I could tap on it and delete it just like that. And it's gone. Now I'll be ready to do something else. I'll choose Done. And now let's get ready for what are my favorite things. Since it says Liz Bears, I think we need a shot of the author. I'll tap and add a photo. I'll take a picture of myself. I'll touch the Add button, and I get a pop-up that says Add to Project or Preview and Record. If I choose Add to Project, I won't be able to do a voiceover. So I'm going to choose Preview and Record. Now I see the picture, and when I push the bar, I can record the picture and my statement. 3 of my favorite things are my family, my farm, and my job as instructional technology teacher. Tap stop, and I can tap on the picture. See, it shows up down here in my preview. 3 of my favorite things are my family, my farm, and my job as instructional technology teacher. And if I want to edit that a little bit, I'll tap on the picture and I can trim it using the trim button. It will show me an arrow on each side, and when I get to the right spot, let's play. 3 of my favorite things are my family, my farm, and my job as I'm going to cut that last part off. So I'm going to slide that over and check again to see if I cut it off in the right spot. 3 of my favorite things are my family, my farm, and my job. Oh, a little bit farther this way. Job. Okay. 3 of my favorite things are my family, my farm, and my job as Might be too much. 3 of my favorite things are my family, my farm, and my job. That'll work. Now that I have it trimmed, I'll touch the trim button, and the clip is trimmed. Now I'd like to add pictures of those favorite things. I'll tap done and come back to the poster and photo button, and I'm going to add photos of those things I mentioned. There's my family, and I'm going to preview and record. Here's a picture of my family at Thanksgiving. Wow, that's a big bunch. That will work. Now I'm going to add the other picture. And you'll notice that this picture, I just took this one off the web. It's not a picture of my actual horses. I can slide it up. I can adjust the size of it just by using the 2-finger pinch. This looks pretty good. Here's a picture of my 3 horses, Taza, Toque, and Esperanza. It's complete. Tap the X, and I'm ready to bring in my 3rd picture. There we go. I like that. I love teaching both students and teachers how to use technology in the classroom. Now I've got my 3 pictures down here. I might want to go and explore some of the features that we have in our special button there. Let's open this up. This star that you see will show up when I select the picture, and as I tap it, it shows several different kinds of effects. The buttons at the bottom are your selectors. The first one shows filters, and that's what I'm going to use on this picture. You can change the kind of light that you see from a negative of some sort with different colors on it. You can take some of the color out and make it more of a painted screen. There's a really bizarre one in here. And there's also one that makes it look like a comic book. And that's what I want to get to at the end. There we go. Kind of looks like a black and white comic book. I'm going to go with that one, so that when I like that, I'll turn off of that and I can say done. And now let's look at that. I tap just that picture. Here's a picture of my family at Thanksgiving. Wow, that's a big bunch. Here's a picture of my... Now I'm ready to work on the horse. So there are some other wonderful effects that we can use, and the next one is called live titles. I'm going to enable this probably for all of the screens, and it just provides a really nice title at the bottom of the screen of whatever it is that the person is saying. So let's see what this one looks like. Here's a picture of my 3 horses, Taza, Toque, and Esperanza. Now I can also come back into the effects button, and right here I can add text to the screen. There we go. I'm going to edit that. There's Taza. There's Tokay. And let's do one more. And we call her SB. A two-finger slide will let me move the text and position it where I want it. When I'm finished, I'll tap the Done button. Now on my third screen, I'm going to look at some more effects that we can do. Here's my third picture. Tap the Effects button, and this little red square at the bottom shows animated stickers. These move and they're a lot of fun. So I can take the two eyes, and I can put it right over here, pinch them apart and make them larger, and they'll kind of jiggle as they go. Do like that, and let's see what that one looks like.
My Favorite Things by Liz Bears. 3 of my favorite things are my family, my farm, and my job. Here's a picture of my family at Thanksgiving. Wow, that's a big bunch. Here's a picture of my 3 horses, Taza, Tokay, and Esperanza. I love teaching both students and teachers how to use technology in the classroom.
And finally, I need some sort of a wrap-up, so we'll talk about things that I want to do in the future. I'm going to come back to the pictures. I'm going to choose another photo of something that I would like to spend more time on. And that would be gardens. There it is. Add the picture, preview and record. One thing I wish I could do more of is spend time in my garden. So I've added the picture here. Let's go back and see if there are any other effects that we've left out. Right here we have some emojis that we can add in. I'm just going to add a heart and put it right over here. We're done with that. And we're done. So I've got all my pictures in there. I've used the effects, I've used the poster and the photo adding icon. The only thing I haven't really used is my photo button. I can take photos and add them in if I want to. And in this case, I'm going to take a photo. Whoops, it just slid everything. I'm going to take a photo of my favorite things. There's a photo. It's now included in my photo library, and I can record over it. This has been My Favorite Things by Liz Bears. Now we can play the entire video from beginning to end.
My Favorite Things by Liz Bears. 3 of my favorite things are my family, my farm, and my job. Here's a picture of my family at Thanksgiving. Wow, that's a big bunch. Here's a picture of my 3 horses, Taza, Tokay, and Esperanza. I love teaching students and teachers how to use technology in the classroom. One thing I wish I could do more of is spend time in my garden. This has been My Favorite Things by Liz Bears.
Now you might want to add music to your video. We'll tap the music button at the top, and music takes up a lot of room on your device, so you don't want to download all of it. You could add music, but you have a wide selection of music that you can pull from. And it's a wonderful tool in that it gets quiet when you're speaking and it gets louder when you're not. So let's have a listen to this one. That's pretty exciting. That one's nice and quiet. I think we'll go with that one. So if I have a check mark, that's the music that we're going to add, and I will do the back button. It's adding my music now to the entire video, and I'm done. I've added music, I've got the video, it's exactly like I want. So now how do I get it out of my device so that I can access it in other ways? I promised to show you how to share a finished clip without running into the problems of a Wi-Fi that blocks large files. We're going to use the share button at the bottom right, and we're going to look right here. These are the choices where it says save video, add to a shared album, or save to files. Choose save to files, and it's going to save the video, and this will give me a chance to rename my video to what I want it to be. Here it is. There's the name of the clip. Let's touch that. And you see it highlights red, and I can rename it to My Favorite Things. And now that I'm done with that, I'll hit enter. And it's saved and named. If I want to come back and look at it later and see whatever there is, I'll tap the project button. And here we have all the projects that I've been working on. If there's something in here you want to get rid of, you can tap that project and hit the edit button and delete it. Okay, now let's see what we've got. I want to share this video. I'm going to close Clips, and I'm going to open YouTube. Now, I previously set up a YouTube account, and I'm going to touch Create and Upload Video. This will bring up the screen and allow me to select a file. This lets me choose something that's in my photo library or choose files. So we're going to choose files. Remember, we saved it to the iCloud. It's loading right here. There's my iCloud drive. And it may take a minute or two for it to process, and I'll be able to choose this clip and save it. The one I'm looking for is the one that I've renamed into My Favorite Things in my cloud drive. I'm going to tap that one, and I'm going to open. And it will upload directly into YouTube. This will also give me a chance to go through the few things that I need to do. Here's my title. I can describe what it's about, choose my thumbnail, put it on a playlist, and I definitely am going to say no, it's not made for kids. Even if I'm going to be showing it to students, I'm not attracting students to find this video. I'm just using it in my classroom. And I'm also going to tap Show More and scroll down. I don't need any of these featured places or chapters or tags. Yes, my captions are in English. I don't need a recording date, and I'm not going to allow publishing or embedding. I'm also not going to allow anyone to sample the content. It is an educational video, and right here I don't want anyone doing comments, so I'm going to disable comments. I don't need to know how many people like the video, and when I'm finished with this, I'll click Next. I can add subtitles, but I've already got them built into the video, and I can add an end screen if I wanted, and cards. I'm good with all of that. I'll tap Next. Now it's going to take about 10 minutes to process the video, and I'll be done. Now you'll see that I have a link to my video that I can share with my students and parents. I want to publish it as unlisted. I don't really want anyone searching and finding a video for me. Now it's complete. I can copy this link or send it in email or post it in a team or Canvas. Thanks for watching. There are many great ways to use clips in the classroom, whether it's showing how to work a math problem, the results of a science experiment, or sharing the details and elaboration of a writing assignment. Clips is a valuable free tool that's great for individuals or small group work, and it's available to teachers and students alike on iPads throughout our district. Thanks for watching.